You see the sticker shock on elite puppies and think the transaction ends at the breeder, but that 4 or 5 figure price tag is a decoy metric. This graph tracks a dog's life cycle as an operational liability. Starting at a $4,000 acquisition cost, routine care and breed-specific medical needs make this curve aggressively spike. Over 12 years, it reaches a $42,000 total spend. Most buyers budget strictly for the initial breeder's fee, while failing to account for the dog's underlying biology. Securing a rare, head-turning genetic specimen inherently increases your exposure to a higher probability of unexpected, catastrophic maintenance and medical bills. The initial premium paid to a breeder locks you into a specific set of physical traits, genetic markers that require specialized financing for the next decade. To understand where those costs originate, we have to look at anatomical compromises. Brachycephalic, or flat-faced braids, especially bulldogs, provide a clear window into this health tax. Over generations, selective breeding has altered their anatomy to meet specific aesthetic standards. We've pushed for wider chests, narrower hips, and massive heads. This structural shift makes natural birth almost impossible. Breeders rely on artificial insemination and surgical C-sections to deliver the puppies, creating massive veterinary overhead before a single dog is sold. In the home, that same physical structure leads to severe breathing problems, often manifesting as brachycephalic obstructive airway syndrome. Owners of these breeds regularly face between $1,800 and $3,500 in specialized airway surgeries just to allow the dog to breathe normally. Then come the recurring monthly taxes, mandatory high-tier pet insurance averaging $1,200 a year, and daily cleaning regimens to prevent infections in their deep skin folds. Choosing a bulldog means trading upfront cash and intense medical upkeep for a low-energy, apartment-friendly companion. Beyond anatomical costs, there are the market outliers. Rare, fluffy, or lilac French bulldogs list for $50,000, while some Tibetan Mastiffs have historically cleared the $2 million mark. These prices are driven by a speculative scarcity premium, a manufactured market for extreme size or mutant coat colors. If we plot these rare color variations and giant guardian breeds, they land entirely in the extreme top right quadrant of our risk map. The biological trade-off for designer colors is significant. Breeding specifically for rare recessive genes often shrinks the gene pool, leading to conditions like color dilution alopecia, which causes chronic hair loss. For the Mastiff, the trade-off is behavioral. Owners import ancient guarding instincts into modern, dense neighborhoods, which requires intense and costly professional management. Paying an exorbitant markup for a rare aesthetic yields immediate social status, while increasing the likelihood of catastrophic health or behavioral failures. The third cost driver involves breeds defined by high-maintenance coats, specifically Samoyeds, Chow Chows, and Lotians. Images from competitions like Best Dog in Show illustrate the extreme labor required to maintain a flawless coat, historically tied to status and exclusivity. Today, the high price for these puppies is driven by small litter sizes and a very limited pool of breeders dedicated to these build lines. The hidden factor here is the maintenance deficit. To keep that coat healthy, you must either trade 4 hours of your personal time every week for DIY brushing or pay over $1,000 in annual professional grooming fees. These specific ancient breeds also carry high rates of hip dysplasia, which can require expensive orthopedic interventions as the dog ages. Owning a visually striking, historic dog requires you to treat their grooming and joint maintenance as a highly structured part-time job. The ultimate financial baseline is clear. An expensive purebred is a luxury lifestyle choice. If you cannot comfortably absorb $1,000 in annual pet insurance from day one, the breed is outside your budget. This framework helps match elite breeds to specific lifestyle constraints. First, we identify the status and aesthetic buyer, someone who is time-poor but budget-rich. This path points directly towards bulldogs and Frenchies, where the primary investment is financial. These dogs excel at turning heads, but responsible ownership requires maintaining a minimum of $5,000 in liquid emergency vet funds at all times. Branch 2 is for the companion seeker, the owner who is time-rich with a moderate budget. This path secures a deep bond with a historic breed, like a Samoyed, but requires significant daily hours dedicated to grooming and training. Finally, if you are hitting a strict financial ceiling right at the purchase price, the most responsible move is to reconsider elite purebreds and look toward adoption. An elite price tag serves as a down payment on a specific set of genetic traits. True responsible ownership means being fully prepared to finance the biological reality of those traits for the dog's entire life.